Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Phil Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
I'm here for Peter.
Aren't we all, brother?
Hey, tonight it's giant-szie Lilith Hellfire. That's right, kids. Welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hey, y'all. It's Old Lady Lilith Hellfire.
And in honor of Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi movie opening, today we're going to be covering Phil's favorite, giant-szie Spider-Man #2. And we'll get into that, Sinister War #4 that came out. Old Charlie Usker should read it. I said, there's an auto movement. You gotta want to read that. I just hope he's okay, man. I didn't see him sharing everyone on ours posts. I didn't see him anywhere on social media. Charlie Usker, something happened to him? He didn't share any Brian Cronin. I'm like, what happened?
Nobody's helped Brian.
You mentioned Brian and my green screen stops working. Great job.
Sorry. Although you know what? I saw Brian. He's been doing more TV show stuff about his comics lately. I'm like, watch him. He's probably writing under a student or something. I see one or two other CBR writers, talking about stuff we talked about.
The jig is up. Good. He didn't want that Twitter beef.
He didn't want that. He didn't want that rumble with Lilith Hellfire.
Cut you, bro.
He's a lovely, lovely man, but just kind of, in our business. I don't appreciate it.
Nobody's helped Brian.
Suspicious.
Oh.
Anywho, let's get on with this giant-sized man-thing issue, shall we?
Whoa, who said anything about man-thing, Lilith Hellfire?
Sorry, on the brain, it's Friday night, I'm drinking champagne, my bad, I meant Spider-Man.
Oh, what, you can slip there, Lilith Hellfire?
Totally.
Alright, so, 68 big pages.
So close. So close.
Lilith, if they don't count the cover, maybe. Alright, so giant-szie Spider-Man #2 from October 1974.
Not even Phil was born yet, guys.
Nope. I remember this might be a year before Charlie Esser.
Oh geez, this is really old then. This is ancient.
Alright, so writer Len Wein, penciler Ross Andrew, inker Al Milgram, colorist Glennis Queen.
We got a Milgram! I repeat, we got a Milgram!
Oh my. And letterer John Costanza.
Costanza!
Can't stand ya. Editor Roy Tallman. Oh my god. Is that because I think there's more than one story here, right?
Yes, there is, sir.
But did you see what the name of the did you see the title of the Shang-Chi story in this giant-sized Spider-Man issue?
I can't remember off the top of my head. What is it?
Alright, this Shang-Chi story in giant-sized Spider-Man, Master Stroke.
Oh, they knew what they were doing.
Remember that when you go to the movies this weekend, kids.
I hear a lot of people saying Simlu can get it, so
Whoa! Yeah.
Charlie.
Oh, did you hear that? Yeah, Charlie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was on tape. He was like, oh, yes, he's a fine man, yes.
Like, that's my shtick. Keep it in your pants, sir. It's my shtick!
Maybe he went to the movie by himself and never came back.
I do it for free. You've never lived until Maz has given you a pay.
Ew. Alright, so. Spider-Man interrupts a robbery in progress at the Guggenheim Museum.
Guggenheim. Sorry. Arrowverse terrors.
Engaging the crooks in battle, he is unimpressed when they display prowess in the art of kung fu. He makes short work of these thieves, even when they begin using weapons. Still, Spider-Man takes a beating by some nunchucks before he...
No. Sorry, I had to. Suck it, Kona!
Oh, you beat me to it. I knew to
Suck it, Kona.
say that deserves it.
Suck it, Kona.
She's drunk, Kona. Don't take it personal. But yeah, takes a beating from nunchucks before he stops this gang of crooks. When he begins questioning one of them, he refuses to reveal the identity of his master, as he would be killed. Spider-Man convinces the crook that he will do whatever he can to protect them.
Wait a minute! This story doesn't have 10 rings in it! Sorry.
Spider-Man be like, you know how many people have accidentally died around me?
Exactly.
Hey, remember Captain Stacy, his daughter? Yeah, I know, they all got cloned and came back. Shut up.
Doesn't count.
I know. Spider-Man
I mean, nobody's helping Riley, but it doesn't count.
Hey, he is then told that they were employed by a man named Shang-Chi. Suddenly, they hear the arrival of police cars. Before Spider-Man can decide what to do, the thugs have suddenly been electrocuted thanks to strong currents built into their strange costume.
Hold on, wait. Sorry to stop you mid-story, but can we just talk about the cover? I want to see the fan letters that demanded Shang-Chi and Spider-Man have a fight. I want to see those letters. I don't believe it. I get it that it was the 70s and those kung fu exploitation films were a thing. And basically, Shang-Chi is Marvel's Bruce Lee, like literally. But, yeah, I don't believe it. Sorry.
Hey, the Marvel employees got paid.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Got paid bonuses by the top. They sent in less.
Suspicious, but okay.
Yes, but yes, they're electrocuted, killing them instantly. Believing that Shang-Chi is the mastermind behind all this, Spider-Man wonders what kind of monster he is dealing with. Elsewhere, Spider-Man is being observed by the true mastermind behind this plot, the international criminal known as Fu Manchu, and no, not Charlie Esser.
We're doing me now?
Marvel doesn't have the rights to him, so just so you guys know.
And I think even if they did, they're like, yeah, it's kind of racist. Yeah, let's make the Mandarin. That's like less racist. Less.
I mean, I'm not in my depth to talk about that. You're gonna have to talk to an Asian person, so out of my depth on that.
He has arranged to frame his son, Shang-Chi, for these crimes so that Spider-Man will go after him. He tells him of a false story about how Shang-Chi was going to attack the Con Ed power plant in the 59th Street Bridge. This is all a means to distract both heroes while Fu Manchu sets his sights on his newest scheme, which involves the Empire State Building, and later destroy his foes.
This guy's plans are terrible.
Look at he's twirling that mustache.
Chewing scenery, brother. Chewing scenery.
Chewing scenery and twirling that mustache.
We're doing me now?
Elsewhere in the city, Shang-Chi wanders the streets lost in thoughts about his evil father. Suddenly, he hears a mugging in progress and discovers a group of men in cheap Spider-Man costumes beating up on an elderly Chinese man.
They're doing that move.
Oh, the point?
Yeah.
No, he beat him. Hey, it's 74, man. It's only a couple years after 60. It would make sense here. When Shang discovers them, the thugs attack him, but their martial arts skills pale in comparison to his abilities. As Shang-Chi incapacitates them, their leader claims that they were employed by Spider-Man, and then attempts to kill Shang-Chi with poison darts. See, this is how I can tell he doesn't know Spider-Man. Spider-Man doesn't have 2 dimes for them to go. He ain't hiring no thugs.
Exactly.
Shang-Chi disarms his foe, but he must return his attention to the injured old man, allowing his attackers to flee. The old man tells Shang-Chi to bring him to see Sir Dennis Nayland Smith. Sir Dennis Nayland Smith. Shang-Chi complies, taking the old man to Smith's home, where he is cared for by Dennis and Blackjack Tar.
Oh my god.
With 2 R's.
Yeah, just to shake it up a bit, you know.
You know. Tar with 2 R's.
Tar is hard.
Sweet baby Moon Knight in a suit. That's all I'm saying.
Hey-oh. The old man is an old associate of Smith named Liu Chang. Dying, his final words are a warning of how Fu Manchu intends to destroy the power plant near the 59th Street Bridge, and that Spider-Man has allied himself with their old foe. With Liu Chang now dead, Smith believes his final words, recalling how Spider-Man is currently wanted for murder. Which one?
Murder? Oh wait, I have a great idea. You know that clip, that trailer, how they teach you how to pronounce Shang-Chi's name? Every time somebody tries to say it, you have to play that clip. Today we're going to be talking about, and then insert the clip of how he pronounces it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I've been saying it wrong the whole way. Shang-Chi.
It's okay, because we didn't care about Asian people until recently, so it was okay.
Well, I never heard anyone say his name. I just read it. So.
Exactly. But now we know, so we're going to do better.
Exactly. Although Smith and Parr offer their aid, Shang-Chi insists on dealing with this threat alone.
I wasn't picking on you. I was just talking specifically Charlie for the review. Like, no. That's not how you say it, Charlie. You're drunk. This is how you say it.
Oh, please. He pronounces it Crusher Krell.
Are you sure we should still stay friends with him after that one?
I was gonna say it's not a that has nothing to do with any race, kid. Yeah, he mispronounces every
When he can remember someone's name, he's definitely gonna mispronounce it.
Like he pronounces his name right. There's the one right there. Hold on. Where's my job?
There's like 80 pages of drops, Phil. Take it easy on yourself.
Hey-oh. I don't know. Alright, I can't find it, but no, I just had one where he's like, I ain't listening when I ain't talking.
I've always assumed everything about my life was the norm for everybody.
And that's on being an old white man.
You can be serious without your pants on.
I guess we just missed him on Friday.
Because it was, bitches.
Oh, here it is. I moved it. Bye.
Don't mind me. I don't pay attention if I'm not talking.
Yeah,
Same, pal. Same. I just make paninis instead.
That's right, kids.
Scroll down somewhere if you want to understand the reference for that joke.
That's right. That's right, kids. Well, at some point, Lilith Hellfire wanted a panini in her mouth. Hey. What was that silence? Watch the YouTube video. I'll give you a hint. It was one of Lilith Hellfire's fingers. Meanwhile, Spider-Man has...
And that's why you should watch on Facebook Live, so you can comment.
Hi, Mom. Meanwhile, Spider-Man has...
Oh, no! I'm sorry.
No, she's not on here. Meanwhile...
She agrees with me. It's fine.
I was going to say, hi, honey. I'm sure my wife agrees. Meanwhile, Spider-Man has done his own investigation, learning that Shang-Chi was responsible for the death of Dr. James Petrie. Spider-Man quickly goes to the power station, as alas, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Once inside, the wall crawlers are attacked by Shang-Chi. The pair battle it out, but are almost evenly matched. After a prolonged struggle, the pair fall through a vent and find themselves separated when the ventilation shaft branches off, sending the two heroes landing in different
Hey,
parts of the power.
Phil. Sorry to interrupt again. What if in Spider-Man No Way Home they sneak in Shang-Chi?
Oh, nice! Oh, I don't think even Charlie Esser would see that coming.
It's like, yeah, the first 20 minutes, it's all like, you know, it was all a dream, and then Shang-Chi, boom, bang, pow! I don't know.
Oh, if you want to hear that, no, I was telling Charlie, I'm just impressed. I heard a new theory this week that scene in the trailer where Tom Holland came in there like in a suit and tie. People were saying that's the same one Toby wore in Spider-Man 3. So they're like, maybe he's quantum leaping like through Spider-Man. So maybe he lands in Toby, maybe he lands in.
If your friend or co-worker or boss is acting strange, please ask them if they're
infected. Yes. But yeah, I mean, we see it. There's a scene in that trailer where it looks like Doctor Strange, pushes his astral self out of his body. So hey.
Yep. So lots of potential.
Maybe that's why Otto recognizes him. He thinks he's Tobey Maguire. Just as long as Ditkovich comes up and asks him for rent.
Nice.
Different. At the start, as the two start searching for each other, Spider-Man suspects that the two have been set up to fight each other. When he finds Shang-Chi, he tries to convince him of this, but the martial artist jumps at him, deciding to take a chance. Spider-Man stands still, hoping that Shang-Chi will pull back at the last moment. Spider-Man's gamble pays off, and Shang-Chi pulls his kick. The pair then compare notes, confirming Spider-Man's suspicions, and the two flee the scene as security arrives. Shang-Chi leads Spider-Man to an informant for...
This is starting to feel like that Juggernaut episode.
The effing Juggernaut episode. And kids, yes, check out Patreon. It's more important than ever now. And why is that?
And for the love of God, don't take a drink every time you hear the F word. You will die!
Oh, hey, we should have mentioned this again at the end of the episode. But again, we have a big announcement. Check out Capes and Lunatics episode 225. I think we'll do the announcement along with their Shang-Chi movie review. But kids, starting in October, Ultimate Spider Cast, you can find it on the Capes and Lunatics podcast, lots of Capes and Lunatics sidekicks. So I think we should remind them every week until that happens. So Capes, starting in October, Capes and Lunatics sidekicks. So yes.
And put it in the show notes as well.
True.
Just for good measure.
And
we're really the kiddos that read the show notes.
Follow the Charlie Esther show. Yes, it will be over there. Yeah. But yes, Shang-Chi leads Spider-Man to an informant for Nayland Smith, saving him from an assassin in the employ of Fu Manchu. They learn about Fu Manchu's plot to use the Empire State Building and rush to the famous building to stop him. Meanwhile, Fu Manchu has his minions connecting a mind control device to the transmitter found atop the Empire State Building. When Spider-Man and Shang-Chi arrive on the scene, they are confronted by Fu Manchu's Sumo Warrior pack.
Oh my God. Sumo's Japanese, I'm just saying.
An Asian conspiracy, little Hellfire.
I guess. It's a big continent.
To pop out.
Unlike Europe.
It's 1974, waiting for someone to pop out of the shadows and say, they're all Chinamen.
Not at Marvel.
Nah, that's right.
Maybe DC, but not at Marvel.
That's damn Hal Jordan. Anyway,
Burn! Take that, Will!
Oh my God, we're ready to suck at Will now.
I didn't even do anything!
I know, I'll play it for him. You're like, why'd you say that about me? I'm like, we were ripping on Hal Jordan. While Spider-Man handles this threat, the giant man in the sniper, Shang-Chi puts...
Hey man! Noxious gas is a real thing, buddy!
Scarecrow has taught us anything. But yeah, so Spider-Man handles that. Shang-Chi pushes ahead to stop his father's scheme. On the roof, Shang-Chi is forced to fight an army of his father's warriors. He is joined by Spider-Man after the wall crawler had finished his fight with Cat. In the middle of battle, Blackjack Carr and Nayland Smith arrive with a team of soldiers and 2 helicopters.
This fight scene is an absolute... What is the word I'm looking for? Kerfuffle? Clusterfrack?
Bunch of what's good. With the area being pelted with a gas grenade,
Somebody get Green Goblin on the phone.
Hey, well, supposedly he's dead at the moment, but
Never.
he's hiding in Europe. Norman's hiding in Europe. Well,
I know.
man, he spent like 20 years like plotting behind the scenes, getting funny massages.
That's one long backpack trip through Europe. That's all I'm saying. What a spoiled trust fund baby.
He's just shaking his fist at Roderick Kingsley and everyone else who tries to pick up that goblin stuff. And
Well, I know you're not a Harry Potter fan, but that mantle is as cursed as the Defense Against Dark Arts teacher in Harry Potter. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Okay, here's my theory. He's hiding out in Switzerland the whole time. So they have like a big population of blondes.
Just practicing. And you get a bridge, and you get a bridge.
Oh. What? You're pregnant? Oh, I got birth control for you. Gravity.
That's at Nightwing PDP.
I don't practice that. It's Norman. Come on, look, his son's a demon now. Come on.
We always knew that.
He is pure evil. He made a deal from Fisto.
We always knew that.
Exactly. He made a deal with Uncle Ben. No, poor Peter and Harry never had it.
Bro, I hear everybody saying that this is the movie where Uncle Ben comes back. And I'm just like, if he does, he's Mephisto. That's all I'm saying. Mephisto confirmed.
I have heard so many rumors, Doctor Strange isn't the real Doctor Strange, it's either Mephisto, or maybe the version we got in What If this week, or this is going to be when Tom Holland jumps from the MCU to the Sonyverse. And
not gonna happen, buddy. Never gonna happen. Miles is their Spider-Man if they're lucky. If not, we get Gwen. Just saying. They're not making a whole female into the Spider-Verse for nothing.
Yeah. Alright,
what a great time to be a Spider-Man fan, guys.
I know. Got this show. So while the area is being pelted with gas grenades.
Calm down, Lilith. Calm down.
Man, how many cups do you have? You have like a glass of champagne. You have a cup of something. Yeah, she's double fisting it tonight. Hey-o.
It's Friday, and I'm podcasting. What do you want from me?
She's like, it's just Phil. It's not even Char. I have to talk tonight. Charlie's not here.
We kid because we love.
That's right. So, yes, gas grenades. Fu Manchu fatally sustained. Spider-Man and Shang-Chi give chase when they fail to stop Fu Manchu from escaping in an elevator. When they leap down the side of the building and try to catch their foe in the lobby, they find that Fu Manchu managed to give them the slip. I love they just dive off the building.
Right?
And not even like a funny web thing. Yeah, they just fall off the building and go, oh, here's our floor. Flip.
Call it Stacy style.
Oh! I was going to say, at least feel like a bungee cord or something. They are soon joined by Blackjack and Smith, who reveals the identity of their foe. Spider-Man is surprised to learn that Fu Manchu is a real person, as he thought he was merely a work of fiction.
Same, buddy, same. I mean, he is, but not in your world.
I mean, you fought aliens, you fought in a werewolf. I mean, if J. Jonah Jameson is real, yeah, Fu Manchu.
Hasn't he fought freaking Morbius and Dracula by now too?
Oh yeah.
So
at least Morbius, yeah. I that's what I love when some of these characters oh, vampires are real. It's like, yeah, you fought aliens, you fought mutants, you fought all this stuff. Yeah, but vampires are out there. With their foe escaped, but his plot foiled, Spider-Man departs. As he swings away, the wall crawler tries to wrap his head around the idea of Fu Manchu being a real person. Okay, so here's some continuity notes, or should we say retconning notes. The man who appears to be Fu Manchu in this story is not who he seems. As revealed in Secret Avengers 6-10, he is really Zhang-Zhu, a nearly immortal being who co-opted the identity of Fu Manchu for his own use.
Hey, just like that Iron Man movie.
That's right. Oh, I hear Trevor might be in Shang-Chi.
Cool.
I guess this is. While the above explains how Fu Manchu could still be alive in the modern age Earth 16, then goes on to explain how Nayland Smith, who first flashed as Fu Manchu in the 1910s, could be still alive in this era, as he has no apparent means of extended longevity.
It's the Marvel Universe. He could have had some super serum soldier. We don't know.
Exactly. Fu Manchu makes reference to his failed attempt to lace gasoline with mimosa. Oh, that happened in Master of Kung Fu 18.
What a waste of alcohol.
I know.
Oh, what a waste of butter.
Nayland Smith mentions how Spider-Man is wanted in connection to several murders. At the time of the story, Spider-Man is the suspect in the deaths of Captain George Stacy, his daughter Gwen, and
they're not wrong.
And Norman Osborn.
They're not wrong.
I know. I mean, you can blame the Stacys on him, but Norman, man, impaled himself.
He should have never moved.
Did you see? I just saw the meme this week. It's like, they show Willem Dafoe getting hit by that glider in the first Spider-Man movie, and it's like, yeah, kids, don't tell Harry. Norman nailed himself in the junk with that glider.
Nice.
Spider-Man learns that Shang-Chi had... Spider-Man is eventually cleared of all murder charges in Amazing Spider-Man 186. I think that's a new writer.
Yeah, we can't have him being a fugitive for too long.
Or I think it might be a new writer, too. So.
Yeah, like, I'm not dealing with that!
Spider-Man learns that Shang-Chi had murdered... quote-unquote... Dr. James Petrie. That happened in Special Marvel Edition 15. However, this is later revealed to have been a robot in giant-sized Master of Kung Fu.
Robots and clones, baby! Robots and clones! Welcome to Marvel.
Can you imagine? Oh my god, getting a murder case through the court system in the Marvel Universe. Now it wasn't me able to clone, or he was a robot.
That's a life model decoy right there!
Fu Manchu mentions how the transmitting tower atop the Empire State Building was recently rebuilt. The previous one was damaged following a battle between Daredevil and Mandrill in Daredevil 112. Tack mentions the last time he battled Shang-Chi. That happened in Special Marvel Edition 15. So. I love how you love looking left.
Sorry, I have allergies really bad, so I'm sneezing.
So, alright, I know Shang-Chi's not exactly your favorite. I know this is a 70s story, but what did you think?
It's awful! I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give it a D. I was bored. Very, very bored. It's very convoluted. Not enough fighting. For them to be toting this as the battle against Shang-Chi and Spider-Man, sure wasn't a lot of fighting.
Well, again, they're trying to probably promote Shang-Chi. But I'm just like, what is this annual all together? It's like, there's that, and then I think the Avengers.
Got the Avengers, and yeah.
Which I think is a reprint, so it's like...
From like Spider-Man annual number 3 or something like that.
Yeah, so it's like, oh hey kids, let's promote Shang-Chi and give you a reprint. Although...
Well, I mean, in the 70s, you live and died by reprints, to be fair.
True. And again, I mean, even though this was giant-size, I'm sure it wasn't that,
The story sure didn't seem giant. I was more interested in the backups that I'd already read many times than this story. That's all that I'll say about it. Solid D is in Delta minus.
Oh my.
The art keeps it from being an F.
I mean, I agree with you. I was kind of bored.
It's one of those terrible 70s team-ups. It's either hit and miss in the 70s. Either they nail it, haha, she said nailed it, or it totally bombs. That's just how it is. That's the nature of it. Scream it!
I'll give it a C. You know what? I wish we would have...
Because Phil is a nice guy.
Well, I mean, again, there was this... I don't think I hated it as much as you did, but yeah, there were parts where I was like, we're still doing this.
The sumo wrestler was so uncalled for. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I just wish we would have got feedback from Ray, who loves Shang-Chi. So.
He does?
I believe he does, because I said, we're
He does?
doing Shang-Chi. He's like, yeah. I think
Oh, sweet baby Ray Ray.
but I don't know if you ever read this story now.
Well, to be fair, Ray is Filipino, so, you know.
Well, he might have. Well, he might have just read like the straight like Shang-Chi. Like
I've seen some good Shang-Chi stories. This just ain't one of them.
I was gonna say his better.
His own book is really action-packed, which is so that's what I think why it makes it so disappointing for me.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, I haven't read a ton of Shang-Chi, but probably like, yeah, once he's in his own little pocket, like we always talk about, it's probably way better. But yeah, when you try to like, the Spider-Man or whoever else, kind of take something away.
Yeah, they're always gonna it's Spider-Man's book, so it's always gonna be him shining more than whoever, and that's just unfortunate.
That giant-sized Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Hold on.
But yeah, let's get to some modern day stuff to gripe about.
Sinister War number 4. I gotta say,
hold on, let me grab my notes.
I was gonna say I have a synopsis for that.
Oh, you do? Go ahead then, sir.
What you do? Oh, first I was looking up the price on that giant-size Spider-Man. Guess how much it was?
It was $1. 75 cents.
50 cents.
I'm getting a time travel machine. I will go in. Let's all go in on a time travel machine, and I'm going back to I'm getting a new copy of everything.
Lilith, 68 cents or 68 pages for 50 cents.
Oh, modern comics literally could never. But then again, we have to remember this is why so many artists and writers were doing 1 billion stories a week. They probably got like a cent per issue or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, we're still kind of doing that. I mean, poor Kelly Thompson.
I mean, but it's better paid now. It's just more of everybody's going to Substack or Indiegogo, starting their own thing. That's more of what's happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's more options now.
And just so you know, if Kelly Thompson ever starts her own indie thing, I'm the first one. Just give me a call. I'll do some funding, because... Yeah.
We will fund Kelly. We will promote.
I mean, I support like all the comic book, like, because I get it. The big two, they're really like not it right now. They're in turmoil.
Well,
The publishing industry in general is in turmoil. So.
Well, it's like any industry. It's like when big corporations take over. Yeah, you lose something.
Disney has not been kind, and Warner Brothers, don't even get me started.
It's like, how can we do more but spend less?
Well, that's capitalism, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Every industry is like that. But it's like, if
it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they keep trying to fix stuff that ain't broken.
I mean, it's like when you get like an end game where you make like $1 billion. I think maybe we can afford to.
When they expect every movie to make $1 billion, that just becomes a problem.
Oh, not easy.
Poor Black Widow,
Poor Shang-Chi, man. They're not even doing the, you can buy it on Disney Plus, rent it on Disney Plus.
Well, per the contract, you gotta abide by the contract.
I know, but some people may not feel comfortable going to the theater. The theater.
Mask it up and support. That's all I can say.
Yep, I am. Going tomorrow. Alright, so, Sinister War number 4. Spoiler alert, kids. This came out this week, so if you don't want to get spoiled, jump ahead a few minutes. Yeah, of course, writer Nick Spencer and Ed Brisson. Penciler Mark Bagley.
Poor Mark Bagley gets dragged into this. Excellent art.
Well, there's 3 pencilers on this. James.
For what?
Marcelo.
For what?
It's just like a giant punch 'em up, pretty much.
I guess.
So is this supposed to be the final part of Sinister War? Because I know...
That's what they said! Doesn't feel like it, does it?
I'm guessing, so technically Sinister War was just, hey, how many bad guys do we have literally beat on Spider-Man?
I feel like we do that every year, but maybe that's just me.
I know, but man, they were really scraping the bottom of the barrel, man. I saw Cobra in there.
Yep.
All kinds of...
Well, it is Nick Spencer's last hurrah.
What?
It is Nick Spencer's last hurrah, so he's probably trying to get a story in with all the villains he wished he had more time to do something with, I feel like is what it is.
So, yeah, I guess, unless they do, like, another one-shot or something, I guess Amazing 73 and 74 are his last two issues, then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that's what this felt like. This is like, let me get in all the villains that I can get in.
I know.
I'm not mad at it. It's a fun punch 'em up, but it's very lackluster in story, I guess.
All right, kids, strap in. Here we go. Sinister War conclusion. Reflecting on how the night started, Spider-Man runs from the Sinful Six through a New York City street and uses their own coordination to have Whirlwind petrified by Grey Gargoyle. Yeah, you heard that right, kids. Fatigued, he is too slow to...
Grey Gargoyle!
And Whirlwind. Fatigued, he is too slow to avoid a stunning blow by Sin Eater. Guess he's back again. Angry at his damnation.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Sin Eater's back. Angry that his damnation was interrupted by Spider-Man's refusal to accept his sin. But Spider-Man...
Same.
Oh my. No, who interrupted my damnation? But Spider-Man counters by webbing the shotgun to destroy Sin Eater's hands as he web swings his way somewhere less populated. As the other Sinister teams respectfully regroup, Kindred narrates how tired he is, isn't he, of Peter's repeating the same old play.
Samesies, pal! We're besties now!
He's hurt and hides. The villains find him. They all fight. However, since everyone is motivated by serving Kindred as the individual who killed Spider-Man, eternal damnation awaits the rest, and so the various villains cannot stop. Kindred privately rages at his tomb for Peter to just accept his fate of a warrior's death. Okay, Worf. This is a fight he can't win, and accept the denouement of his life, narrating that Spider-Man and his villains reciprocatively shaped each other. Morlun is about to consume Spider-Man's life force. Oh, we're doing this again. As the other villains fight each other. However, Boomerang gets Morlun off him, but dies having his life force drained instead, sending Spider-Man into a re-energized rage. Yeah, because I'm sure Boomerang's going to stay. Well, I was going to say, Boomerang's going to stay dead. I guess anyone can, pick up a Boomerang.
Does anybody... Yeah, I was going to say, does anybody stay dead anymore? No.
But again, anyone can pick up that costume and those weapons and do Boomerang, I guess.
It's a mantle!
I mean, who's next?
Tricky Dicky.
Oh, Lord. The Loonies would riot. They know better.
That's what you need to do. Do a live read of Spider-Man with Boomerang and have Ray do that. Yes.
You've been threatening.
Remembering Fred's betrayal, Peter refuses to allow his sacrifice to be for nothing, while Fred's old and new crew mates see his death and are moved to help Spider-Man thin the numbers of the other Sinister teams. Enraging Kindred. Concurrently, Octavius tinkers with a poached emitter from Black Ant's helmet as the other fights to enact his own final plan, and triggering a frequency making everyone incapacitated, surprising Kindred. He's superior. Otto reveals to Spider-Man that he freed everyone of Kindred, as he is no one's slave, exclaiming he took the centipede from Sin Eater's head, changed the frequency from Black Ant's helmet antenna from ant to centipede, and created a frequency to kill the entrenched bugs in everyone's head. Science?
Wow.
Science?
Junk science?
That's Otto. Spider-Man thanks him, but Otto retracts, telling him he did so as Kindred reneged on their deal for answers, and so Otto repaid his betrayal by denying him his vengeance. Taking his leave, he advises Spider-Man to make himself scarce before the others awaken, or if Otto reconsiders letting him live. Peter takes the advice, remembering Kindred.
He's like, hey, give my number to your auntie.
Hey-o! Yeah. I make your auntie say,
I don't think those are tentacles.
Aunt May likes hentai confirmed! Oh, I finally got to say a really cool sentence. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that for Twitter.
Oh my, okay.
I'm gonna need that for TikTok, actually. TikTok will receive it much better.
Sparkly quantum tentacles?
The one drop, Lilith Hellfire was like cut up herself and said, "You need to use this." Peter remembers that Kindred still has Mary Jane somewhere at Hotel Inferno.
Oh, he just remembered. Jeez.
At Hotel Inferno, or as we call it, Lilith Hellfire's house.
Damn straight.
It's a doggy kennel.
It's a she shed. It's nice. It could be an Airbnb if it wanted to.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not nice, man. Those dogs get a mint on their pillow every morning.
It's true. They're spoiled.
At Hotel Inferno, Mephisto laments on losing the souls of the sinister villains. Yet when Doctor Strange inquires on Spider-Man, Mephisto...
Oh my god! Mind your business, Steven! Mind your business!
Get my nephew's name out of your mouth.
Hello!
Mephisto tells him that Peter walked away now, but should celebrate small victories, as the demon had the feeling of an imminent big loss.
So you want to talk about that teaser?
Oh yeah, Yeah, I saw a link today for it. It was a preview of. See if I can share this somewhere. Nothing to see here. It was the first couple. I guess it's the first couple pages of next week's Amazing Spider-Man 73, and they showed a figure that looks like Kindred, but it's not hairy. As I said, as I was hinting around, it wasn't even a he.
It was a she.
Oh my.
What in the crying game is going on here?
There we go, kids. Yes, it looks like Gwen Stacy, but again, is that another hallucination?
It's a clone, it's a hallucination, and a robot.
Red herring. But again, look, like I said,
blonde herring.
Like I said, look, even if that is the real Gwen, look, even the fires of hell, Mephisto himself cannot shatter that headband.
That's made of adamantium right there.
It has to. If Norman had dropped her off that bridge and she landed on it, she would have been fine.
She totally would have. Pete just had to intervene! He just had to
do it! Kitty Weber stop her fall and go, oh snap.
Get out. Get out.
That's what Norman said before he pushed her off the bridge.
You and Jerry are going to share a grave together somewhere.
Oh, please, Lilith. Like, you haven't had any one-night stands you wish you could push off a bridge. Or first dates.
No comment.
You could have pushed out of an airplane.
I was going to say, I did push somebody out of an airplane once, but they had a parachute on, so it's fine.
Did you actually push him?
Didn't want to go. I was like, I'm not going first.
That's awesome. I told you should have leaped out first and given it just like...
No, you never want to go first.
That's what Kindred told Peter.
Hello. I'm just, no offense to Nick, but they have kind of screwed him to the point where it's like, I just want to get to the end of his run to see if they answer any questions, and if not, just move on to the next creator. I love him. I think he did a lot of great stuff for this era of Spider-Man, but they have really, editorial decisions have really hindered him. It feels like in the last 10 issues or so, he's not telling, you can clearly tell he's not telling the full story that he wants to tell.
I think it's the pacing, and I think it's because of editorial. I mean, they were probably making him drag it out. Because I mean, we were at 50 issues. I mean, and got to 60. It looks like there was a no-go. That it wasn't going to be done anytime soon. And then I think once he figured out he was leaving, they're like, okay, hurry up and wrap it up. So it's like, scratch it. Okay, you're leaving. Hurry up.
You have to let a story tell itself. You can't tell a story when to be done or when to start. That's just how it goes. And I think we're outside of the era of having editors that were writers and you know what I mean, and have that camaraderie and understand, we're missing Chichesters in the world, I think, right now, is what we're missing. Editors who have been there, done that, can understand it from both sides of the fence. So, yeah, that was a shameless plug for friend of the show.
Oh man, I'm going to have to go back and listen to all those interviews. We need more Chichester drops.
Of course.
So maybe only be 2 more issues of Spencer, because I believe the Ben Rowley stuff does starting October. So
Don't tell Ray, but I'm like this much excited for it.
ooh, I'm gonna have to join us on a Scarlet Hints episode.
If you're doing the new stuff, I'll do it. I don't care.
We might talk about it. And again, I was gonna say, as long as our schedules didn't fill up, we're gonna talk to Kelly Thompson hopefully at some point here that she's on that team. So maybe we could try to get everybody on for that one. You, Ray, Matt. Yeah.
Oh Lord, what a nerd cluster! Hope we don't overwhelm her with the nerd cluster.
It's a lot of meat.
No, it's not. We have a crack team here.
It was just a really nice package.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's been a lot.
It was a rough week for the spider. It was a rough week.
I mean, we didn't get a lot of spider books unless you count Dark Ages #1.
Which I don't. That's a do not read for me.
Oh, did you read the first one?
I did.
Okay.
It's bad. It's real bad. But not as bad as Web of Spider-Man either, so, you know.
Oh, did you read? I didn't even read that.
Woo! Another do not read. Like I said, it was a rough week for the spider. That was trash.
Isn't he like high school age in there or something? Or...
It's so nonsensical and slapped together, and the art's not even that great. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with that book.
Isn't it like an all ages book, or trying to?
I've read good all ages books. That's no excuse.
Yeah. But, okay.
That's no offense to Kevin Schnick and Alberto Jimenez Albuquerque, but it's just not my cup of tea.
I mean, it's sad to hear, but I kind of figured before. I read the synopsis. I figured that's what it's going to be. I was like, oh, okay. Never mind. They took an old title and they're just like, hey, let's see if we can trick somebody.
I don't know. The kids might like it, but it's not all ages book. It's 5 and under.
Oh, really? I was going to say even Luca will be like, yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, he probably would not enjoy it.
All right, Ray. Maybe get. Oh, hey, Ray, give it to Finn. See what he thinks.
Don't torture Finn like that. I'll file for child abuse if you do that to Finn.
Oh, that's true. He might not have read it. Or Ray may have not read him any Spider-Man yet. He thinks that's Spider-Man. Like,
too busy teaching him the ways of the night and the moon.
I was gonna say he might swear off Marvel Comics, and Ray will be like, "Oh,
that's okay. Just tell him it's Image. He won't know."
Oh,
Tricky Dicky.
All right, so
that Steven Splat, you could kind of twist your eyes and think it might have been a McFarlane. That's all I'm saying.
hey-oh. All right, we get out of here after we give kids their homework. Give me a different thing to that time. All right, kids. Yes. So next week, come back. We're going to be doing more X-Men like we did last week. This time, the X-Men Spider-Man miniseries. Kraven the Hunter. You got Mr. Sinister.
The gang's all there.
Yes, I know he's left-handed. I know. Hey, we get. Oh, we shoot Pen Riley. So it jumps around history, kids. And then in 2 weeks, speaking of, it'll be another Scarlet Hints episode. It's Web of Scarlet Spider #1, Amazing Scarlet Spider #1, Scarlet Spider #1, and Spectacular Scarlet Spider #1.
It's fine having a sausage fest.
And it gets even better. It's about the virtual reality of 1995.
Oh, Lord.
So, and then, kids, prepare yourself for Doc October. Only on the Capes of Lunatics Podcast. Oh my God! It's gonna premiere. It's gonna premiere on the Charlie Esther Big Show.
Oh.
Timing! Oh my God! You think we planned that? It premieres on the Capes and Lunatics Podcast during Doc October. Oh, that would be a nice way to introduce it. And man, we get Charlie Esther on those episodes. Oh.
If you want.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Charlie. Will said
No, if you want, the more the merrier.
the 86 stat, see?
No. Maybe the first one.
Oh, yeah, the first. I don't know, the first appearance for the Aunt May marriage.
Mm-hmm, definitely that one.
Fucking marriage.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was a very sexual man.
Exactly.
Alright, kids, so yes, send your thoughts and all that. And remember, once again, big announcement on Kids Lunatics episode 225 during our shang-chi review. But again, after this month, go check out, you can catch us on the Kids Lunatics Podcast. So,
What do you know what day it'll be dropping? So they'll know.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do.
Starting in October, Ultimate Spider-Cast will be on the main show.
I was about to say, if they're not subscribed, what the hell are they doing? They should be subscribed to the Kids Lunatics Podcast anyway, but...
I mean, hey man, this is more like a DC feed, so I get it for the most part. Is what we discovered.
Well, spoilers, yes, this will be, yes, the Kids Lunatics Sidekicks will be mostly a DC feed, starting in October.
Well, it is right now, outside of this show for the most part.
Well, this and if you're a fan of Beat Devil, you know Beat Devil podcast. That will also be going to the Kids Lunatics Podcast. So yes, anything Marvel, you're starting October. But yes, Lilith Hellfire, Ultimate Spider-Cast will premiere on the Kids Lunatics Podcast. Oh wait, what's the wrong thing? Can't perform. All right, Ultimate Spider-Cast will premiere on the Capes and Lunatics Podcast on October 5th. Tuesday, October 5th.
Mark your calendars!
Episode 145.
Ooh, that's like perfect timing.
Yep. Yeah. Alright, kids. So, yeah, send your thoughts. Email us. This email's good for all of it. capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. 614-38-CAPE. And remember, you can follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, on Twitter. That's not changing at all. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows. Again, if you're not subscribed to the Facebook and Twitter of Capes Lunatics and Capes Lunatics Sidekicks, that's the best way to find out where everything's at. So find links to all the social medias for all of those shows.
And shout out to everybody who likes the fan page by helping us kick into the night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Yes.
But
yes, the good web of Spider-Man. Yes, our Facebook fan group sitting at 1.9 thousand members. Yes. So kick us. Come on, kids. Couple more. Kick us over to 2. Come on. All right, and so you can find links to all the social medias, the Facebook groups, links to this YouTube channel, see all of Lilith Hellfire's fingers, links to the... Wow. We just played. Anyway, links to the Patreon, again, way important these days. Please go check out our Patreon and subscribe. And if you don't want to do that, go pick up some merch. Links to our merchandise, cups, shirts, phone case.
Take a sip, cover your lips, and get connected with a phone case.
Hey, cover your phone, man. You don't want your phone to break and you can't listen to your favorite sidekick shows. But yes.
I can't relate. I have an Android. I know you iPhone users are real. Y'all's is real fragile, so I can't relate to that.
I'm not joking, but so yes, links to all of it at Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. So yes, please, if you can support, please do. We hungry, man. All right. So, Lilith Hellfire, where can the kids talk to you about Shang-Chi?
Oh, if you want to talk to me about Shang-Chi or anything else, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire69, making comments and only Star Trek related content at Lilith Hellfire69.
Not in the face. I'm thirsty for it, bro.
Oh my god, and kids, October, the language, we're not going to go full bore, but the language.
No. It'll probably be the same, and we'll just keep the language for Patreon. We don't want to get explicit on Apple Podcasts. You know how they are.
Or some countries like that.
But the tension might be thick, because now we can't get canceled.
There'd be no one to not tell. Oh my
Uh-oh. We have no chaperones! I repeat, we have no chaperones!
Nobody tell Rob.
Oh my god, we could be like, nobody tell Charlie.
Nice.
Nobody tell Dad.
Nobody tell the drunk uncle.
Nobody tell the stash. What's your code name? Alright, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, in 1 week, X-Men Spider-Man 1 through 4. And in 2 weeks, Lilith Hellfire's favorite character in the world, Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider. All the number ones. But until then, swing on back.
Flip!